Today we'll be ranking my top 3 best and worst tricep exercises. This means we have 3 top tier exercises for those wanting to build massive arms, and 3 that you definitely want to avoid. If an exercise isn't listed in my top 3, it doesn't mean it's ineffective. Throughout this video, I'll also provide specific reasons for my rankings. So let's dive into the best exercises for your triceps. Coming in at number 3, we have tricep cable pushdowns. This has been a staple in my workouts for over 9 years. It's straightforward and easy to set up, making it accessible to both beginners and seasoned lifters. The cable attachment has a smooth and consistent motion, which keeps tension on your triceps throughout the entire movement. Choosing an easy bar over a straight bar cable pushdown significantly reduces strain on your wrists. However, if this isn't an issue for you, then using a straight bar is a decent option. You also have the flexibility to rotate your palms and perform a supinated pushdown, which is an absolute top tier exercise too. With good form, your triceps can effectively move through a full range of motion, offering endless progressive overload capabilities. Now coming in at number 2, we have triceps dips. Whether you perform this exercise on the machine supported dips, with just your body weight, or by adding extra resistance through a weighted belt, triceps dips are an absolute game changer. The machine assisted version is perfect for beginners and for throwing in drop sets. They also minimize the involvement of other muscle groups, allowing you to purely focus on control and muscular contraction. As you progress, you can seamlessly transition to bodyweight dips, and then by adding weighted dips, which allows you to endlessly challenge and stimulate the growth of your triceps. This is one of the few exercises you can push to complete failure, while still maintaining full control and time under tension. Now claiming the top spot as the ultimate triceps exercise, we have the lying triceps extensions. Whether on an incline or flat bench, lying triceps extensions easily stand at the pinnacle of any and all tricep exercises. Both versions target all 3 heads of your triceps and allow for a deep range of motion with unmatched muscle engagement. The bench itself provides perfect stability, eliminating unnecessary movement, which in turn increases the isolation on your triceps. Extending the barbell in this position also leads to a very deep stretch that has one of the best muscle stimulus and tension in the gym. With the right form and consistent repetitions, along with a controlled eccentric phase, lying triceps extensions are guaranteed to explode the growth of your arms. Now, as we transition from the best to worst tricep exercises, keep in mind that individual experiences may vary, and these rankings are based on almost 10 years of lifting, my coaching history, and extensive research. To start my list of the top worst tricep exercises, coming in at number 3, we have V-grip push-ups. Although V-grip push-ups do help in building your overall upper body strength, unless you've been training for less than 2 years, you won't see much progress, if any, in your triceps. This is because push-ups are designed to improve muscular endurance in your chest, triceps, and shoulders. As a result, their effectiveness when it comes to muscular hypertrophy is extremely limited. You'll find that in order to generate the same tension and stimulus on your triceps, you would need to perform well over 30 reps. So unless you're a beginner to novice, or you're using them in your warm-ups and conditioning, V-grip push-ups are not worth doing. Moving on to the second worst exercise for your triceps, Dips on a bench. These triceps bench dips, chosen only for their convenience, have a long list of massive drawbacks. Firstly, the exercise places your shoulders and wrists into an unnatural and injury-prone position. Another issue is the limited range of motion that's needed for optimal triceps engagement. This fixed flexion and extension therefore reduces the overall tension and stimulus, which slows down progress. You can also very easily rely heavily on the assistance from your shoulders and chest, shifting the focus away from your triceps, which again decreases the effectiveness in targeting your triceps. Now for the final and worst tricep exercise of them all, we have triceps dumbbell kickbacks. If you're currently performing this exercise in the gym, you are literally wasting your time. Firstly, you are working against gravity. This forward-leaning angle only provides muscle tension and contraction at the very top of each rep, making 90% of the range of motion completely ineffective. These dumbbell kickbacks also tend to rely on momentum rather than a controlled tempo, which minimizes time under tension and isolation on your triceps. Another issue is the complete lack of potential for progressive overload. This is due to the movement involving extending your arm with your torso down and your elbow up. Even the slightest increase in weight in this position will quickly see your form fall apart, which as a result makes this exercise useless for both short and long-term muscle gains. So there you have it, the best and worst tricep exercises to add or avoid in your workouts. Finally, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching or training programs, the links to my website are available in the description below. While you're there, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and slap the subscribe button for a yearly supply of gains. For more videos like this one, you can find them right here.